So happy Easter Sunday to everybody. My body was stiff and aching when I woke up this morning, so the best thing you can do is to go back out and do a little bit more and pump the blood through the muscles and so forth and loosen it up again. So I've planted up a few of the small potted plants that I had here. The two Brahea silver spears, they were in small pots, and I've transplanted them into pots with kind of 50-50 gravel and some of the new compost manure, because that's the mixture that they are actually going to go into. So I'm going to see how well they do. But I've just kept them proud of the soil level there in the pot, and also I brought down the Manahot Grahami. They're in very small pots. When I popped them out, they had a great root system, really healthy. So I've put them into pots of the same, into the composted manure, and they're going to stay there till they develop a bit more. So while I'm after planting up here, if you've seen some of the other videos, you'll know that I took out the clumps of Trachycarpus fortunei. So I think one clump was there, and I've put in the formium, and one clump was here, and I had a large Pampas. I know there's a couple of different types of Pampas. This is a large variety, so I've put that in there. I think that is a smaller variety Pampas, so that's gone in there. The clump that was there, there's the new formium blackadder, I think it is. They've gone in there. There was a clump here, and I've put in another, that's the same Pampas as that one there. It's going to be a large Pampas. So just in this kind of corner area, with the bamboo and this Cordyline australis, I put in a couple of new plants, and I've had to put up the bamboo canes as well, because the dogs are just charging through down into the wood here. Right, so I planted in here nice healthy Yucca Gloriosa. This is a little slower than the ones that I've already planted, but it's doing really well. Love the green colour on them. It's almost like a blue on this one. And this here, this was advertised as a Cordyline Red Star, but normally when you get the Cordyline Red Stars like this, this one here is really kind of narrow, dark straps on it, and this is actually multi-stem now. Maybe that's the reason. There's 4 or 5 stems coming up. I think that could look really good here at the edge of the path. So if it stays at a low height, 6 feet, but it has several stems coming out with these narrow straps compared to the normal Cordyline australis, it could look really good, look different. About 4 shovels gone in underneath it, 4 shovels of the builder's sand gravel gone underneath the boat here. Blended it all up with the soil. There's plenty of moisture in the soil, you know what I mean, so I didn't water them in. So that's the height here is going to be restricted to a lot of the grasses. apart from the bananas, the bamboo, this cordyline. This cordyline went in at the same time as this one here, and it's just a little bit behind, but I don't know, maybe it's from the dogs knocking off it here. But what I want here in this corner, really heavy thick vegetation, just different colours, stems, leaves, and all competing against each other. I had a Cordyline red star, exactly where Max is. Goodbye Max. And it was just basically planted into the sand and gravel, and I took it up, and the root system hadn't spread out of its root ball. It just stayed the way it was. So I've taken that out and I've put it here at the end of this little strip here, and what I've done is I've put in the sand and gravel, but I've blended it with soil. Just put a mulch of gravel around the top of it here to keep it nice and tidy. So that's that red star gone in there. So it's probably wasn't picking up nutrients there wasn't enough nutrients. So it should pick up in the soil here. Right, so I got 2 freebies of Cordyline red stars, and I had them at the front door. And I put one in here just to mix up the colours with the different greens. Lots of gravel has gone in underneath it as well. Actually, when I took them out of the large pots, there was already stones and gravel in them, so they're not going to go into shock with having lots of stone and gravel put in with them. So, and the second one went in here. So I'm hoping the purple here will just mix up the colours. Over the winter I bought a couple of plants, and they were the Shephera Taiwaniana, and the 2 of them looked like this, and I put this one right in here in this corner, so hopefully it'll grow tall, fill up that corner. This is I bought the 2 original ones after winter, perfect condition, really hardy, no problems. But one of the Shephera Taiwaniana, my wife came out and Max had dragged it around the ground in the pot, and this is it. And I planted it in here with manure, compost and gravel. It was full of branches and leaves, like the one over here, but basically all the leaves had drooped. They hadn't completely died, but they didn't look good at all, and it was probably taxing the plant too much to recover it. So I stripped all the lower branches, stripped them all off, and hopefully these top ones, there'll be enough energy to kick back in. There wasn't even much of a root ball when I checked it out, but if these small leaves here can make it, it'll be worth it. Because basically with the Shephera Taiwaniana I'm looking for a canopy, so we'll see what happens with that plant there. So another bit done this Easter Sunday. As always,